Over the past few weeks, there has been a simple practice I've adopted in the morning that has helped change my life. It's the morning walk. Yes, it's the simplest form of exercise, and it sounds trivial to say that something as simple as a morning walk has changed my life, but these morning walks have helped me feel less anxious, more grateful, and more focused on work. The pandemic really helped people prioritize getting a walk in to break up the monotony of their day, but the reason I wanted to implement this practice is because Dr. Andrew Huberman mentioned that a morning walk is one of the best things you can do to activate your circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm is your body's internal alarm clock. It's why you naturally wake up when there is sun and naturally get tired when it's dark. However, with the rise of smartphones and screens in our life, our natural circadian rhythms have been thrown off with all the blue light coming in at night. That's why you see people recommend blue light blockers or not having screens on an hour before bed. The morning walk allows your body to be exposed to sun immediately to start the day and thus restarting your circadian rhythm. I've also noticed on the days when I don't go on my morning walks, I will start feeling really tense and really tight when I'm working at my desk compared to the days when I do go on my morning walks. I feel a lot more loose, a lot more free, and it just allows me to comfortably get to work. One of the biggest reasons I like taking a morning walk is that it makes me feel less anxious. For the past 5 months or so, I've been waking up with some form of anxiety, and it gets worse for me when I immediately start checking my phone once I wake up. Something about scrolling Instagram to start off the day just doesn't feel right. When I do go on the walk and get to breathe in the fresh air, it just helps calm my mind and get it ready for the day. I don't have to worry about the work I have to get done. I can simply be, which is a very nice feeling to have. Being on these walks just helps me feel a deep sense of gratitude. Whenever I'm on these walks, I try to take a moment to appreciate the sun, the fact that I can walk, and just taking in the moment and being in this state of being and being grateful. I think being grateful is very fleeting in a society that is constantly stimulating us. So I always just try to take a moment to reflect and just be grateful for the day I have coming up ahead when I'm on these morning walks. But now that I've talked about the benefits of my morning walk, I wanted to show you how you can implement this practice into your own life. Do it first thing in the morning. I'm not joking. It is the best way to make this habit stick, is making it the first thing you do after you brush your teeth and drink some water. I find that the days that I don't do this immediately after I wake up, it makes it harder for me to get outside and actually get the walk in. And another thing you can do, taking a page out of Atomic Habits written by James Clear, is by laying out your clothes the night before, your workout clothes, so that way when you wake up you see the visual cue of your workout clothes already being set up, so that way you can just put them on and then just go outside and get your walk in. Make it fun. Objectively speaking, I'm not gonna lie to you that walking compared to weightlifting, playing basketball, playing soccer, just doesn't sound as fun as those activities. And I took a walking class in college, no joke, and one of the things that made it really fun was being able to talk to my classmates and actually listen to music or a podcast. And that's exactly what I do when I go on these morning walks. I'll have my AirPods in and I'll either have a podcast, some music playing, or a audiobook. So currently I'm listening to The Charisma Myth, and it's been a great listen. So I advise you that whenever you're on these morning walks, go ahead and get your headphones in and start listening to something to just make it slightly more enjoyable for yourself. Start small. One of the reasons this habit has been so easily digestible for me is that I keep it very small and actionable. I only keep my walks for 15 to 20 minutes max in the morning. The reason I keep them really small is that because it gives me enough time to get the sunlight into my eyes, and it's just enough of a workout to get me livened up and freshened up for the day. I've gone on walks in the past where I've gone for 30 to 45 minutes, and while I can handle those walks, I do find that when I come back home, I'm a little bit more tired, a little bit more fatigued, and it's harder for me to A, get into my workout regime, or B, start getting started for work. I find that those walks really tire me out, and I end up being really distracted and not focused on work. So keeping them small is an important step to making it a habit that will last. And another thing that's also important to remember is that it's much beneficial and much more helpful when you are starting a habit to do it every single day, no matter how small it is, than to only do it once a week for a very prolonged period of time. It's another page taken out of Atomic Habits where it's more important to do it more frequently rather than the length of time you've done it. Hey, my name is Yash, and this channel is all about helping you live your best life through a mix of videos like you saw today, video essays, book reviews, and tech reviews. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing and being a part of this growing community. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you're on your way to adding a walk to your morning routine. With love and respect, Yash.